Really?
Okay. So turtle escapes, all right? So we're going over the various situations you can find yourself in turtle. One very common one is where the person riding you from turtle has a tight waist. A number of reasons they would have that. Maybe they're a wrestler, they're comfortable with that tight waist type of control. Maybe they're fishing to get a seatbelt so that they can turn you and take your back. Maybe they're reaching through to grab that arm, that forearm, and get that forearm control to set up a clock choke. A whole bunch of reasons, okay? Here's a technique that we can do when that situation presents itself. So I'm in a turtle, okay? Got my gas covered. Josh has the tight waist, okay? So whenever someone has this type of tight waist on you, where they're fishing real deep and they have their weight on you, we want to control this arm, okay? A number of different ways you can do it. You could reach back and establish control behind the elbow with your elbow. It's not always easy to get, but you get really good control. The only downside is now this hand is out of this fight, right? I only now have one hand to defend my neck, so not optimal, okay? I can get the same level of control just by trapping his wrist with the crook of my elbow. And now look, this hand is still in this fight. He's coming for my neck on the other side. I still have this hand here, and I have control of the elbow, okay? So this I like a little better, all right? And you'll still be able to hit this roll, okay? So once we get here, once we trap the arm, I'm going to turn my butt away from him, okay? Turn my head towards him, put this leg up like a tripod. Now I'm gonna look into him, and I'm going to duck this knee under my body and roll this hip, okay? 1 to here, okay? I don't want to let him establish seatbelt control, okay? If he has seatbelt control and I end up here, not terrible, but he can chase my back. So I need to break the grip before I get out of here. If I'm smart, as I roll, I have this wrist, and I'm looking for this hand to keep him from getting that seatbelt control, okay? Once I get to here, I don't want to go towards his head because he can chase my back, okay? Once I get to here, I want to go towards his legs, all right? So I'm going to come towards his legs, scoot my body up towards his torso, and then side. Okay? Here. Again. For whatever reason, he's riding me. Let's say he swims through and grabs his wrist like we were talking about, like he's going for the clock choke, okay? That happens often. If that happens, he's basically just giving you this grip right here. I'm still defending my neck. I'm really defending my neck because now he's one move away from basically getting the clock choke, right? So I'm gonna pivot my butt away from him, all right? I'm going to tripod or post up with this leg. I'm gonna tuck this knee and I'm gonna roll. Now when I roll, I have to be very careful not to put my arm between his legs. Because what did I just give him? Crucifix, right? Yeah, so do not do that.
That's 5 points.
Yeah. I gotta be real careful for that, okay?
Expect that.
I'm here. Boom, I control that. Okay, I'm blocking my neck. Turn my hips away. Now I can push on his hip with this other arm, right? Tripod up, I roll, okay? I roll through, push his leg across, push his hip across, but don't do that. That's a big no-no, okay? So we're here. I don't let him establish the seat belt. If he is controlling this arm, he can just circle it out, okay? So he's got that wrist grip, down and out, okay? Come, boom, all right, and then dive over.
Can you do the last part of the hand?
Yeah.
When they use one
Let's do
the pivot part.
Yeah, exactly. So we're here, same thing, okay? I'm gonna establish that wrist control. I'm defending my neck, right? Boom, circle away, okay? Put this leg up. I'm gonna drop this knee, look into him, go to my hip, boom, roll him over, okay? Get to here, making sure he doesn't establish that seatbelt, all right? Swing that hand out, come to the legs. Okay, pretty simple stuff. Any questions? No? Okay. There's some stuff to do if he posts his hand and he gets stalled out. It's the next level beyond. Maybe we'll cover that stuff on Friday. Right now, I just want everyone to kind of work on this roll part of it. All right, you need to see it? You're good? All right. Partner up, 5 times each. 1, 2, 3.
Thank you, Josh.